The cooling climes of Sri Lanka's hill country were once as delicious to British colonisers as a warming cup of tea. The best tea plantations are high up here, along with what's left of the best of British, in the hill station town of Nuwara Eliya. Like a misplaced piece of mother country, here colonial traditions are proudly maintained and even improved. Cricket isn't the only activity where the English are being run out by Sri Lankans. Once a year, Nuwara Eliya's tranquil tea plantations give way to motorheads, planting their pedals to the metal. A hill climb is pretty much what it sounds like. Find a motor of any shape or size, take off from a starting line, and drive up a hill as fast as you possibly can. Disgracefully, it's been 60 years since an Englishman has won this race. So I decided there was only one gentlemanly thing to do: shoulder the white man's burden and win the hill climb back for the mother country. Competition. From bottom to top, 35 seconds is the fastest time ever. But the man to beat this year is the local purebred racing stud, Nishan Surya.
They're going to give you a good fight, and I guess the best man will win, but you guys give you a fair chance, and let's see how you guys can prove yourself.
With the gauntlet thrown down, I sought the advice of a very old racing hand. At 94 years of age, T.S. Jinnasena's wheels are turning a lot more slowly than they were 60 years ago.
It was a challenge to us. We took it as a challenge.
Back then, in his radically modified MG, T.S. Jinnasena was the first Sri Lankan to beat the British and win the Mahagastota Hill Climb.
And why did you call it the Magpie?
MG Pie.
In 1939, he clocked 45 seconds, knocking more than a minute off the record held by Englishman Roger Davies. It was a shock to the tea planters' establishment. Davies didn't even turn up to accept second prize.
The attitude was, here is a bugger. They call us bugger. He was a bugger who had the impertinence to come to race with us.
But T.S. Jinnasena isn't too proud not to offer a few hints to this budding neo-colonialist.
They put their foot right down to the floorboard, hope for the best.
I had to find a vehicle, and fast.
This waiting's aggravating.
Well, she's a beauty. She looks a bit old, though. Does she run?
In Nuwara Eliya, I stumbled across Ananda and his accomplice known only as the mechanic, and their collection of good old British cars.
Rusty, are you sure it works? Yeah.
They confidently assured me that within 24 hours, they could have a 50-year-old standard 8 convertible fit and ready to race. The mechanic doesn't look so sure.
Let's have a look under the bonnet, shall we? just like the old days.
Back at Mahagastota, it's practice day, and normally quiet country roads have been turned into a hooner's heaven. Aren't they breaking the speed limit?
56.
People going very fast.
No.
Only slow.
Yes, slow.
Doing a very good job.
Yes.
Very good job. Well done.
We got a red flag, Sri Lanka.
When there's an accident, the red flag goes up. It's a good chance for racers to inspect the track and for spectators to race to a safer seat.
What happened?
Well, he has broken the arm.
How did he do it?
He just snapped.
I'm going to be racing on here tomorrow. Does that sort of thing happen often, or?
No, very rare.
Very rare.
Very metal fatigue.
Okay, thanks. Back at the workshop, the mechanic is putting the final touches on the Standard 8, and there seems to be nothing that a few taps of a hammer won't fix. Ananda confidently assures me that there's very little left to do before tomorrow's race day.
අපි එන්ජින් එක ගලවලා ඔක්කොම සුද්ධ කරලා මෙයා කරලා තියෙනවා. දැන් ඉස්සරහට බ්‍රේක් ටික පොඩ්ඩක් බලන්න ඕනි. හොද වෙලා හුලන් ටික ගන්න ඕනි. ඊගවට අපිට දුවන්න පුළුවන්.
With night descending on Nuwara Eliya, I headed to the hill club for some inspiration and a cup of tea. Built in 1930, it's the bastion of all things British.
They are try to keep up the English tradition. Yeah.
This might introduce croquet.
Croquet we already had.
You already have.
You see, over the years, people who kept up these traditions were called brown sahibs. You see, there again, that was in very much earlier, after independence. Motor racing continued, in spite of all the difficulties and all those things. When there was a time when there were no spare parts and everything, but motor racing continued.
Because there was
Ananda de Alwis has been racing for 42 years.
When they started, it was, as I mentioned earlier, it was only a gravel track. And only, I think, 3 or 4 participants at the first event. And thereafter, every year, the numbers increased. The vehicles improved. And it went on. And still going on.
Still going on too, the work on the Standard 8. The minutes ticking by, late into the night. As Nuwara Eliya awakes to the big race day, the crowds are gathering around the hill climb. And all the real racers are looking a little readier than me. And Nishan Wirasuriya is trying his best to look relaxed, unthreatened, and nauseatingly confident. While for me and my race machine, the moment of truth had arrived. Now I was really desperate.
Can I borrow your car? Can I borrow your car? Can I borrow your car?
Can I borrow the bus? I want to drive the bus up the hill.
It won't take long. I promise to look after it.
I want to race like that. I can't borrow it?
This isn't easy.
Finally, I found someone mentally unstable enough to lend me his car. At least I think it's a car. But Nishan Wirasuria wasn't about to give way to me. He hurried up the hill in 46 seconds. Then it was my turn, not to find them and to grind them.
The Queen and Country.
Whoops, it's just a small mishap. Here we go, towards the end. In a second, last stretch. And to the finish.
So how did I go? Did okay. What did I get? Yeah. 1 minute 19. Well, that sounds fast. It's very fast. What do most people do? About 1:15. What did the person who win? What do they get? Truthful now. The best time today? Yeah. You really want to know? Yeah. Huh? Yeah. 36.67. So I'm almost halfway there. Almost halfway there. All right.
Best of all, Nishan Wirasuria didn't win either.
I managed to come third, very close to the guy who came second, so I'm pretty happy.
But you beat me.
I know. I'm going to beat you anyway.
There was one last hope of saving the Empire's rapidly fading glory on the cricket pitch. I may not bowl like the real Jeff Thompson, but thankfully, Nishan also batted like an Englishman.
So how about a game of croquet?
Well, I guess you probably beat me on that as well.